In the curious town of Doodleville, known for its inhabitants' impressively predictable lives, lived Rajveer, a man who had broken the monotony by taking a daring career leap into the saturated salt industry. Rajveer's life was pure sodium chloride bliss, aside from the polar effects of his two sons, Arjun and Kabir. Kabir was the embodiment of a fizzy soda pop, always bubbling over with chatter and the occasional burp of mischief. Comparatively, Arjun seemed more akin to a kettle that refused to whistle, his quiet demeanor often mislabeled as off. In truth, he was simply a classic case of shy disorder intensified by fatherly vinegar. The neighborhood gossips loved this setup. They'd gather under the shade of the town's only tree, claiming it was time for Rajveer to buy a megaphone just so he could coax Arjun into saying a full sentence. Meanwhile, poor Rajveer seemed to turn more into a human salt lick with every misstep Arjun took. One day, Arjun, desperate to prove he wasn't a mute mannequin, decided to assist with the family salt trade. As fate would have it, this was a decision fraught with the complexity of constructing IKEA furniture without the manual. Enter the stage. Two grifters gleaming like polished potatoes. With an expert impression of Rajveer's favorite customer, they sweet-talked Arjun into handing over the entire inventory of salt sacks, promising Rajma Chawal served on golden plates in return. As soon they left, realization dawned on our dear Arjun like an iron skillet to the face. He'd been scammed. When Rajveer returned to a vacant salt shop, his vocal cords became the town's new siren. The force of his wrath literally blew Arjun's foot right out the door and down the avenue, past the mocking neighbors and into the embrace of solitude by the riverside. Now, every good story requires an act of divine intervention. This time it came not via lions, tigers, or bears, but through a well-timed elderly savior. Just as Arjun considered making the river his eternal rest stop, the old man materialized like a subplot cameo. "What's the matter, son? You look like you've been to a family reunion that ended badly," the old man remarked. Arjun spilled his tale of woe, conveniently omitting the part where he seemed to prefer indirect communications like charades to plain speech. The old man, part cryptid and part motivational speaker, offered Arjun 3 days with 3 challenges, promising some sort of plot twist enlightenment at the end. Day 1 was almost apocalyptic. Arjun had to initiate conversations with 10 strangers. Picture a sloth trying to outrun its own shadow. It was cumbersome and cute at best. Despite a few polite rebuffs and one curious question about his mental state, he managed. Day 2 demanded Arjun teach 10 children about water, a liquid with the complicated demeanor of a stubborn cat. Through a mix of fumbling and occasional splashing, he broke through the wall of shyness, surprising bystanders and himself when a few kids didn't seem thoroughly bored. By day 3, he was facing the formidable Rajveer once again, his heart thumping like a misfiring engine. It was his best apprentice moment, minus the British billionaire, as he asked for a second chance. Rajveer, perhaps softened by unseen hands or an overbrined lunch, agreed. Arjun raced back to his unexpected guru for the grand reveal of life's secrets. With a wisdom-laden grin, the old sage presented Arjun the key to his self-imposed prison. No, not the key to the town mint. It was the realization that his greatest opponent was, in fact, theater lighting. Oh, wait. No, it was fear. In the end, Doodleville bore witness to a transformation that experts of self-help publications everywhere would laud as legendary. Arjun learned to dance the tango with fear and poured his newfound confidence into the family business, creating a life as rich as the local self-serve frozen yogurt, now featuring extra salt. So remember, dear reader, our hero wasn't born with the confidence of a public-speaking porcupine, nor did he wield it overnight. He simply harnessed it step by step, laugh by laugh, and embraced a life unhindered, except during board game nights, where victory demanded silence.